From the gun, running back gets to give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning this one-on-one and forcing a negative play.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To the air, it's Childs. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And the Spartans will punt this one away. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. This offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Grabbed behind the line. It's Stewart. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. The Ducks are in the hurry-up. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
On 2nd and 10, a 4-wideout set, trips right. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He'll take a shot. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put...
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Got some room to run. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Ducks! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Childs. And the timing just a hair off. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season, or the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
The Spartans decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Back, and here comes the offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Carl.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, and their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
That last completion sets him up on second down. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now, and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, take everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. Pass on the way in. It's picked off. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's looking on the right side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Quick spin on the run. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Power football with the run. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
It would have been a 45-yard field goal attempt from here, but they'll go for it instead. Just going to keep it after the snap. Strikes the blow. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Spartans look to keep this drive humming. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A 69-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Kickoff team has the ball teed up and they're about ready to go. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to throw, it's Gabriel. Got his man quickly. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Here's the handoff. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Leaves it with the running back. across the 25 to the 24-yard line before he stopped. Pick up a 5 and a first down.
Man, this guy just has a lot of skills when he's toting the rock, doesn't he? He's got speed, but he's also physical. Kind of reminds you of great Michigan State running backs. Guys like Le'Veon Bell or T.J. Duckett. They could run guys over, but once they got in the second level, they could take it the distance. This guy has skills like that.
They'll go to the counter. Runs through a tackle. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
This running back just doesn't go down easy. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him. And just, you know what? Let his talent do the rest.
3rd down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. Quarterback keeps him. And the Spartans are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
Gain of 3. That's a first down for the offense.
This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Using his feet. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They want to run this quarterback. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Looking to throw, it's Childs. Fires into traffic, picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with decision making.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game.
Over the last quarter century, Oregon has established itself as a major college football brand. Looked for a minute as if the Ducks might not have a big-time home, and now here they are in the Big Ten.
And defenses all throughout the Big Ten better get ready for this tempo they're going to see every single time.
He's going to let it go. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Takes it the other way. He'll finally go out of... He was showing off all the skills after that interception.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep putting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
Makes the catch. It's Carter. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
That's a really good-looking throw, and I love the decision right there. When I think back to my favorite Michigan State quarterback ever, it's Kirk Cousins. Wasn't the biggest, wasn't the strongest, fastest, didn't have the best arm. But he made good decisions. He read the defense and threw the ball accurately on time. This guy has the ability to do that, too. If he keeps this up, this offense is going to be tough to stop.
Takes the handoff. It's Carter. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
He's got it on the move. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped him pick up that first.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. A designed run for the quarterback. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Calls his own number. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Michigan State.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. A run for the quarterback. Keeps it himself and gets the first. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. He'll pull it down. At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. They've been running it, but now the pass. He's moving out of the pocket. Deep shot for the end zone. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Got a wide open receiver. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things up with a dart from 24 yards out. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Fair catch called for and made. They'll be able to snap it once more before the end of the half. Corner's going to give them room. He'll come out throwing on first down. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Spartans will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. The Ducks want to crank the tempo.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. First down for this offense. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Quickly complete. And he's wrestled to the ground. Here comes the offense on second down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Moore to the air. That one comes out hot down the right side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. They'll try to pound their way in. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tight end finds a soft spot. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Oregon! And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling, gonna let it fly. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game and all slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit.
Going downfield for the big play. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Trailing by 3 touchdowns, if you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Dropping back, it's Childs. Trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% of the season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. And the Spartans headed quickly to the line. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge game in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Snags it. Touchdown, Oregon! And the beatdown has ensued. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. You need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offense has a 2nd down play. Looking downfield, it's Child. Getting some heat. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Touchdown, Ducks! What a great play by the defense, and paying it off with the interception return.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Quarterback keeper. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. The Spartans in the hurry-up. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's taking the shot. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see 4th down, but it's better than throwing another pick. Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message. He clearly doesn't believe in punting, going for it this close to his own end zone. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got him, and they convert. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make this...
And he's thrown another interception. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception. And
the Ducks have it with a 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Touchdown, Oregon! And the stomping has commenced. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Kansas State went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that 4th quarter. Total destruction by the Cats in a statement win if there ever was one. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Looking downfield, it's Child. Looking deep. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Got room on the return. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ducks! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it.
Michigan State, 14.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute.
And the quarterback is snowed under. And the Spartans will hustle to the line. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Sends it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got it in the middle, it's Belling. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This should be the last play of the quarter. He wants to throw. He's going to fire deep. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. An explosive play to wrap up the 3rd quarter. Oh, they finally got him out of bounds, but not before he carried some momentum for his team into the 4th quarter.
Michigan State, 14.
First down to start the drive after the break. They'll leave it with him. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
Right back to the well. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Takes up one. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. At 35, he's open. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches, and this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. They'll give it to the back. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
The Ducks will try to pick it up on 4th down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. On 4th down, looking to pass. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. He's got him still on his feet. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And his offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Gets rid of it. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't. Touchdown, Oregon! And the route is on. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And they tacked on the extra point. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coach
fires into traffic, it's picked off. Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And, man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before he can throw that football, and especially square those shoulders up. Nice job by the defense continuing to pursue, even though he got outside the pocket.
And, guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Fast motion from the offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the ball's on the ground. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. After this, it'll be a wrap. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock has struck 0, and the ball game is over. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coach